Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Smash for Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
And this is the second time we've done this show tonight because of an audio issue.
We don't know how. It was, we spent 2 hours doing this.
Recording this and our Patreon show, which is longer, uncensored, and unfiltered.
Oh, we were rants there.
And we encourage you to go and subscribe. You'll get 65 episodes, including the 1 hour and 15-minute makeup tutorial we posted tonight on Patreon, a professional makeup tutorial. But so we record the show, and I go to edit, and then the audio sounds like this. Beep, beep, beep. The second time, I have no idea. I troubleshot it. The next time I tried to do it, it wasn't there. And then I played it for you the third time, it was there. I was like, we're just going to do it on the phone. So we're doing this on on my iPhone. If it looks a little different or sounds different, that's why. Until we can get this fixed, I got to invest in some better equipment.
Yeah. Because
we want this show to look and sound and feel professional, and I think it has for the most part.
No, it has, but that was like that was nar.
It was. And I apologize to you. I felt so bad. Coming up, Ivanka Trump feels bad for cutting Kimberly Guilfoyle out of a wedding picture. And you'll see the final photo, nearly final photo of our Carport Wall Beautification Project at Pickleball Party Town. Speaking of which, pickleballpartyhouse.com, where you can see all you need to know about that house, which is available for rent this winter in Palm Desert. It is an amazing property, and our smashers will get a discount.
I don't understand why we can't just sign a 28-day lease and rent it out for 2 weeks, and then you and I can do it for 2 weeks.
And use it for the other 2 weeks?
Yeah, why can't we do that?
It's a 28-day minimum rental where our house is located.
But if we want to just, sign a 28-day lease and have them stay for 2 weeks,
that might
then we use it. Like, I know they don't want people coming in and out.
Right, but if it's us there when a tenant's not there, I would think that's okay. But I don't know, and I don't want to get, fined or, yeah.
But we sign a lease.
Meanwhile...
Do you guys know anything about this? Can you tell us?
Yeah, let us know if you know, if there's a loophole or something.
You guys know about...
Because a lot of people want to rent it for a week or a weekend.
Right.
But it's a 28-day minimum.
But I'm just saying, we can sign a lease for 28 days, have them stay for 2 weeks, and then you and I can stay for the next 2 weeks.
I would like that.
Me too.
I would. Meanwhile, our show, Tuesday's show, which we both thought was probably our best show ever, or one of the best, right?
Yes.
It's hilarious. If you didn't see it, you should go back and watch Tuesday's show. It was apparently hard to watch. People couldn't find it. It wasn't showing up. Kind of like a shadow ban, because for the first time, YouTube, when I was loading the show, asked not just if it was suitable for kids, but if it was suitable for people under 18.
Well, you know what? No one under 18 is watching our show. I can promise you, no one under 18 is watching our show.
Well, they should be, because it's very
They're watching Dumb It Down with the dummies of
TikTok?
The TikTok, yes.
Well, apparently...
Which I like TikTok, I'm not going to lie. I do. It is entertaining.
And you can fall down that rabbit hole and go from one video to the next.
Yeah.
But people who were trying to watch it were getting some kind of weird message, and then they were asking for personal details, like, you prove that you're 18, and they're like, what's going on here? I went back in and tried to remove that block. I think I was successful, but I'm not sure. Our numbers were way down. Monday's show was the #1 show. And Tuesdays was like bottom of the barrel because of that issue. But the funny thing was, on Monday's show, we forgot to do, don't want to forget it again. We forgot to do our El Cristiano ad on Monday's show. So when we were finished, I was like, oh God, we forgot the El Cristiano ad. So Kelly was like, well, just use one that we did before. Well, all of them were in-show ads, so it would have been weird to try and grab it out of the middle of a show. But the one time we did an out-of-show ad, the only other time we forgot to do it was Halloween. And we were dressed up as Pretty Woman and...
Richard
Gere. So I just took that one. And instead of putting it at the end, which you said later I should have done, I put it at the beginning. So a lot of people would click on it and watch, be like, what is this? This is Halloween. This is wrong. And they would click on it again and again and again, which might be why it was #1.
Yeah.
Before I forget, El Cristiano sponsors the Daily Smash. This is the best tequila we've ever had. We love our El Cristiano.
We do.
It's purity, passion, and promise in every bottle. And purity because there's no additives, no sugar, no flavorings, no coloring. It's just the finest blue agave from the Jalisco Highlands. This is a terrific, terrific tequila. And if you want to get some and you can't find it at a liquor store near you, you can go to el-cristiano.com. Or El Cristiano told me you get a really good price if you go to kegandbottle.com. So the best price, kegandbottle.com for El Cristiano. We love you.
Thank you for supporting us, El Cristiano. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for supporting us.
So speaking of your support, I'm going to skip that one because it's just about what we just talked about.
Okay.
One of our viewers in Great Britain wrote, I don't know if smasher means the same thing in America. This is from Emma Wilkinson. I don't know if smasher means the same thing in America, but here in Yorkshire, it means perfect and full of life. So keep calling your fans that.
Well, you guys are our smashers, and you guys are perfect.
Smashers.
Yes.
Perfect and full of life.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
This is from, about the pimple patch.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the pimple patch that we talked about?
Oh, he took it last night.
Yeah.
He did the pimple patch last night.
It was so weird because we did this. You showed this product that Jolie told you about.
Right.
It was, I forget what it was called. It was something, a pimple patch, some kind of patch.
Yeah.
And you used it and it worked
went away.
For you.
Look, my zit's all gone.
So the crazy thing was that
he can't zit last night.
I after the show realized that I had a pimple right here. So
like
I was like, where are those pimple patches? It took me like 10 minutes to find them. I found them, I put one on, and I woke up in the morning, it was gone.
I know. Those things are a miracle. So somebody asked me, I was reading your comments, somebody asked me, when do you put it on? You put it on at night.
Oh, it's right here. Leah S. said, Kelly, you are a stunner. Love you. Rick and you both make my day. Thank you. If you could please tell me how long you leave your pimple patch on for it to work.
Yeah, I do it at night. And I think I left it on during the day because I wasn't going anywhere.
The directions said 4 to 6 hours. I put it on before I went to bed, and so it was on there for probably 8 hours.
A miracle, this thing.
Yeah, it really worked.
It was funny. He woke up in the morning and goes, my pimple's gone.
Yay, thanks, pimple patch. Simple patch?
I don't remember.
Oh. Then we did a segment on homes that look like crap, and I guess we pissed some people off.
Oh, yeah. We really made
because
some
we were
people
saying,
mad.
like, just get a can of paint and paint your house, you know? And like, so Sandra Lampkin said, you deserve criticism. Who are you to look at a house and belittle the owner for not having it recently painted?
I didn't say recently painted. I didn't say recently.
Don't put words in our mouth, Sandra Lampkin. Do you know who lives there? Do you know anything about their lives? No.
No, we don't.
No. And if they're renting, okay, I get you don't want to paint the house you're renting.
I don't know anybody that, you know, is disheveled, doesn't brush their teeth. I don't know anything about their lives either, okay? But then this the Tomas guy, he goes, I just criticized them for not possibly using exterior gray plywood. Everyone has an opinion and should be able to voice it. It's not that deep.
Oh, so he was actually, wait, is he
He's supporting us? Yes.
Even though he criticized us for potentially using not outdoor plywood.
Thomas. We bought the cheapest of the cheap, most inexpensive plywood we could because
which was still, by the way, like $22 a sheet for 1/4-inch crap plywood.
We are tearing down that garage.
It's a temporary
fix. So, we can spruce it up with the crappiest thing that there is. That thing was built in 1950, I think.
Yeah, it's a very old
carport. It's like putting lipstick on a pig, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And listen,
we're tearing it down. We're going to put a casita there and a full-size garage in about a year.
2-bedroom, 2-bath casita plus a 2.5-car garage. But in the meantime, Kelly don't want to look at that ugly wall. And I have the handyman skills. I knew how to do what we needed to do. And then we had fun with it. And we put a cool design on there. So you can see the pictures of before and after. And we painted the door pink. And by the way, that door was repurposed from the old 3rd bedroom casita. I call it the casita bedroom.
We repurposed it and we painted it pink.
I saved the door and the frame and I just put it out there, and it's not an outdoor door. But it's only going to be there for probably 6 months or a year.
You're right, okay? Some people rent their houses like we rent ours. I'm not painting this house either. I get it.
Yes.
I understand it. But what my point was, it's not hard to spruce your house up if it's going into shambles. Like, you know, nobody wants to live next door to a house that is run down, that's got, you know, it's just easy to buy a thing of paint.
We take pride in our home.
We just take pride, that's it. And sorry.
We respect people who take pride in their homes.
We just respect people that do too. I'm sorry, we hurt people's feelings once again.
So, in the show that you may not have seen yesterday, Kelly and I went to a 99-cent store, and people loved that segment because your cousin Tony gave you a helpful hint on where to buy peppers for a lot less than the Jensen's is selling for $3.99 per pepper, or $2.99, whatever it was. It would have been $75 for 25 peppers, so it was $3 a pepper. And instead, at the 99-cent store, they were $2.49 for 6 peppers. So we did this thing, and then we found blueberries, or, you know, whatever.
Mary
Moran said, best smash ever. The trip to the 99-cent store should be a weekly feature. Rick and Kelly's 99-cent adventures. I don't know what the rest of it said.
So you should make it.
You guys should film it while making the read more.
I sent it to him because I thought it was funny. Because I forward him things and then he puts it in the rundown.
Rick and Kelly's 99-cent adventures.
But I think it might have been Mary Moran. That said that I should buy a bunch of 99 cents makeup and do a makeup tutorial on the dollar store adventure.
I think that's a terrific idea.
I love when you guys give me ideas like this and content.
I'd like to make 2 comments.
What?
One is that not everything in the 99-cent store is 99 cents. I don't know if you know this. Well, maybe you do, because I said the peppers were $2.49. But
he goes everything. He was like looking at the prices. He's like, everything ends in 99.
And I'm like, this is a bait and switch. You think it's a 99-cent store and everything's 99 cents, but it's not. Some stuff's more than 99 cents. $1.99, $2.99, $19.99.
Then someone said, the Dollar Tree is better. I think we should take a trip down to Dollar Tree.
Okay, we can compare. How about we compare the 99-cent store
to the Dollar
Tree?
It's kind of fun.
Listen, we have a lot of free time.
It's fun.
Actually, I'm
busy. I don't know about you. I'm slammed all the time.
I've never been busier. Oh, but the other point I wanted to make about the makeup is I've always heard that the crappy makeup isn't good for your skin and you'll break out, or something. You might have an allergic reaction to bad makeup.
I don't know.
Cheap makeup.
I
never had that happen?
I don't know. I haven't used cheap makeup since Wet and Wild, since I was in 6th grade. So we'll see. I'm going to try it.
Wet and Wild?
Yeah. Wet and
water
Wild.
park?
No, it was called Wet and Wild.
There was a Wet and Wild water park.
Was it Wet and Wild that we used to use back with Aquanet?
Oh, that's the name of the makeup?
Back in the day. Yeah, that's what we used.
I got points for my handiness. Cheryl Boyle wrote, where did Rick get his construction landscaping skills? He didn't do that at Fox. Well, no, because I was a reporter at Fox, but I was doing it on the side. I just didn't post videos of me doing my home improvement projects. But
no, you did. You learned from your dad.
I did.
And then you did drywall during college.
When I dropped out of college twice, I hung and finished sheetrock. I did that for like 2.5 years. I also painted for 1 summer. So yeah, my dad taught me how to use tools, and then I put those skills to work. I actually made decent money at the time, but it was hard work. That job, that drywall job, is one of the reasons, main reason I got my shit together, went back to school, and found a job, you know, like a real job as a broadcast journalist. Like, I didn't want to stare at walls all day. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, because I enjoy hard labor. I enjoy doing home improvement projects, but I wanted more. I thought that I could do more, that I was destined for more, so I went back to school.
Yeah. From
my drywall experience. One of the critics, Thomas, is back again.
Oh, Thomas.
You didn't use exterior grade plywood? We already explained why. Kelly wrote, "It's temporary. I'm tearing it down." But in the meantime, it looks, I think, pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
As for being shadow banned, because I'm convinced Kelly's being shadow banned on Instagram. So Aura wrote, "I follow you already, so when I type your name in, you pop up right away. But Kelly, you might want to remind people that your username on Instagram is Kelly D. Dodd. Not just Kelly Dodd, because you're Leventhal now too."
But it doesn't matter. I'm a check mark. Like Eileen Davidson. If you put, it's official Eileen Davidson, but if you put, it pops up. Like, people have things that it comes up right away. And yeah, but you're right though, Aura.
Yeah.
You keep reading what she said.
Oh, she said the algorithm, you're Leventhal now too, the algorithm might just be acting extra picky.
I think you're right.
With stricter search parameters for your account, since you are shadow banned, regardless of what people want to believe.
So I did have Kelly Leventhal, but I changed it to Kelly Dodd just because I think she's right. So thank you for that.
That app isn't going to show your profile to people unless it absolutely has to. And which is unfortunate that they're suppressing you. I always thought it was weird that your followers crept down and never up, even when you post something that got hundreds of thousands of views. And I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of thousands of views.
Yes.
And your following still would go down. It just didn't make any sense to me. Then Danielle asked, "Why do I have to enter my personal information to watch your video?" I'm sorry, that's because I clicked the wrong box. It won't happen again. I apologize, Danielle. Please keep watching. Meanwhile, this occurred to me last night when I couldn't fall asleep. How long before pictures of Tom Brady with some chick are released after Gisele Bündchen was shown with her new beau, allegedly, in Costa Rica?
Well, he's Brazilian, right?
The guy, the jiu-jitsu instructor?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so they can speak their Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
He looks pretty hot, tall, dark, and handsome.
He's obviously capable of defending himself in a
pinch.
pinch.
He can kick some ass. He can kick Tom Brady's ass, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brady doesn't look that tough to me. I mean, obviously he's tough. He's a football player, but
he never seems to get hurt. Do those
I'm shocked that he hasn't been knocked out of a game. I don't want to say that because now he will be. It's not my fault.
No, we don't want that for him.
But you were saying that you don't think Brady's that hot.
No, I think he's hot. He just doesn't have the sex appeal to me. He doesn't look like he'd be good in the sack.
You don't really.
He's hot.
Are you just saying that for my benefit, or do you mean it?
No, I would totally tell you if I wanted to bang him. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
You told me you want to bang John Hamm.
I said I never say he wanted to bang him. I don't want to bang anybody but you.
Oh, thank you.
I said he's my celebrity crush.
Oh, right.
That's all.
John Hamm, back off, okay?
Yeah. He apparently doesn't like Erica Jane, which is hilarious.
We do have a Paul Pelosi update. I know that I pissed some people off because I was obsessed with the Paul Pelosi story, and I kept talking about it, and some of you were like, "Can you please stop talking about Paul Pelosi?" And I'm like, no.
Well, people, it's on the news by news feeds. The
strangest story, and it just kept getting weirder, and there were all these unanswered questions. So then NBC did this report a couple weeks ago on a Friday on Today's Show about how Paul Pelosi allegedly opened the door for police when they came after the guy had been in his house for half an hour and had a hammer in his hand. And instead of going out to the police outside, they go, "Thank God you're here. That guy has got a hammer. He broke in my house." According to the NBC report, Paul Pelosi opened the door for police, said, "Oh, hey, guys," and backed up to the guy with a hammer who then bashed him in the head with it. Which, again, is the strangest set of circumstances. So,
but the guy was in the house for 30 minutes.
Right.
Right? And as soon as the cops came, then he banged him on the head. And then he had a BLM and a nudist and all these like weird things, and then they try to blame it that he's a right-wing Republican. The whole thing is fishy, right?
So,
but then they
apparently,
what happened with this?
So NBC suspended the reporter who broke the story about the alleged behavior of Paul Pelosi when the cops arrived. They retracted the story from their website, and then they suspended the reporter pending an internal investigation.
They suspended the reporter for claiming the facts.
An NBC News spokesperson said, well, we don't know if it's fact because no one will confirm or deny anything. And apparently the police were wearing body cams, but they're not releasing the footage. It would show.
So what's the story?
Why won't the police just show the footage?
Why would they, if they know so much, why would they suspend them?
Well, maybe it's not true. Maybe they said that this reporter, and I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Miguel Almaguer.
Miguel Almaguer. I apologize. I was a reporter for 35 years. I should know how to say the guy's name, but I don't.
What's Almaguer? Because Miguel sounds Hispanic.
He looks Hispanic, but I don't know what he is
Almaguer.
Specifically. NBC said, as a matter of practice, we do not generally comment on personal matters, and the reporter did not respond to a request for comment. But they do go into a little more detail here from a source. NBC removed the report from the website, saying it should not have aired because it did not meet NBC News reporting standards. That's what they said at the time.
What were the standards?
Good question. But according to a network insider with knowledge of the situation, I wonder who that is.
Because MSNBC, what kind of standards do they have?
Well, this was an NBC network, NBC, but it's the same company. The decision to pull the report...
Like Bravo is the same company?
Yes. The decision to pull the report was made after it was determined that the main source was unreliable, specifically over what the police saw and how far the attacker was from the door. Well, is it true that Paul Pelosi opened the door? Because if it is, then all Paul Pelosi had to do was open the door and walk outside. The cops were there.
Yeah.
So what the hell? You're gonna suspend the reporter? Well, what happened? Just tell us what happened.
He opened the door and then went back like this. He peeked back like this, and then BAM!
Yeah.
If some attacker is in my house, I'm out the door in 2 seconds.
Let me ask this a different way.
I want to unsolved mysteries on this one.
How
I want a
much?
reenactment with the tighty whities.
Okay.
Okay.
You
I
want
want to see.
I'm almost 82.
I want to see the crash. If he crashed from the inside or the outside, I want to see the tidy whities. I want him to come out in his boxer briefs.
People are going to say we're insensitive. He's an old man. We should be more sensitive. Listen, I'm sensitive, but the guy, all he had to do was walk outside. If you're fearful for your life,
was he sensitive when he was drinking and driving and probably could have killed somebody? How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? He was drinking and driving.
Yeah.
And he could have killed somebody. Was he sensitive to all the innocent bystanders? Because those mother effers, they're the ones who live, those drunk drivers.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Okay? So was he sensitive when he was drinking and driving and being
sad.
Was he sensitive? Shut up.
Kelly's rant, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly's rant. I would like to see the video, and what I was going to ask is, how much is that video worth? If TMZ, for example, had a chance to buy the video.
Oh, they won't because they're so woke.
From the body-worn camera.
They came after me because I went to Jesse Waters' wedding, and and the Trumps were there. And what's his face? What's that guy's name? That little short guy. He calls me and he's like, "What were you doing over there?" Harvey Levin, or whatever. He was. I'm like, at the time, I was not political. At the time, I never even voted. I never did. I didn't think of anything of it.
And then you got political.
But yes, I did. I did get political. Now I've never into politics before. I never even thought. But when
if you're wondering why I beeped out what Kelly just said, it's because I don't want to get a strike on our YouTube channel. Let's do it in the news now, please. We're having too much fun here. We don't need any strikes.
We already have one. We're talking about the V. And it's not about the vagina.
We got a warning. It was a caution. I don't think it was a strike per se.
When?
No, that was the one that we got. That was the only one. And it wasn't a strike, I don't think. It wasn't an official strike.
We get 3 strikes and we're
out.
Bam!
Let's do In the News now.
Oh, I'm gonna Erica Jane. In the news. In the news. We're gonna go in the news.
Taylor Swift fans are pissed.
Pissed on or pissed off?
Pissed off.
It's better than being pissed on.
I would have to agree with that. So Taylor Swift has a tour coming up, apparently.
I took Julie there when she was like 8. She's a great performer, that girl.
Really?
She's a talented.
I've never
she's
been
a
near
singer,
one of her
songer.
performances.
She's a writer. She sings. She plays instruments. That chick is triple threat.
Really? She played instruments?
Yeah, she can play the guitar. She can play the piano.
Wow.
The chick is like a prodigy.
So they had pre-sales for a handful of dates on the singer's new tour. But infuriated fans report the ticketing website appeared to crash or freeze during purchase. I love this quote from this customer. I got a code and I'm logged into the correct account, but it's saying I'm not verified? What do I do? Fix this! I need to see Taylor. Ticketmaster issued a statement saying there has been historically unprecedented demand with millions showing up to buy tickets for Swift's tour. It told customers still waiting in the virtual queue that it's moving and to hang tight. In response to the demand, Ticketmaster has shifted the start times of pre-sales for Swift's other concert dates. Thank you for your patience, Ticketmaster said, as we continue managing this huge demand.
Can I talk about something that we didn't write down?
Yes.
So there was that guy, we were reading that article about that guy that lost $1 billion on cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah. FTX.
And then all of a sudden, what was it? $1 billion is missing?
Well, they said that there was what do they call a hacker, alleged hacker, took like $400 million, and that there was $1 billion of investors' money missing. But supposedly $400 million was stolen by a hacker.
Why would people want to do a cryptocurrency that's not backed by anything? That, to me, I would
Greed.
not.
Greed.
I would not go into cryptocurrency because there's nothing to back it up. Like what?
You're asking for trouble.
You're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a safe.
It's not.
I mean, listen, I don't know a whole lot about cryptocurrency.
But there's nothing to back it up. Like you don't know.
Clearly, the bottom could fall. This guy was worth $40 billion.
Gold. There's not like there's nothing to back it up.
Right. It's built on air.
It's built.
And it evaporates.
I don't know. It's built on the black market. That's how it started.
So this guy, and this guy had allegedly worth $40 billion and went down to $1 billion, and now half of it's missing, or there's another $1 billion missing. I don't even know.
Probably down in the Cayman Islands.
He's in the Bahamas. All of his boys. He was down there with like six of his buddies. That's where they were living and running the company from Nassau, living large. Apparently,
I don't know how much large you can live in the Bahamas. The Bahamas is nice, but I mean, we go all the time. It's not like somewhere where you want to like go. I mean, it's like island time. Everything takes forever. It's like it's hot there. It's like it's not at the best condition.
Sorry, they weren't living large.
Sucks. The food sucks.
They weren't living as large as they could have lived somewhere else.
It's nice in the Bahamas. It's nice to go from like if you're on a yacht and you have people cooking for you, and then you can go from the BVI's to St. Bart's.
Maybe they had that. They probably did have that.
Oh, probably. Then I want to hang out with those people.
You're not. I'm not letting you go there. No way. We teased it at the top. Why Ivanka cropped Kimberly Guilfoyle out of a wedding photo. And the Daily Mail has reported that Ivanka Trump now says she made a terrible mistake.
No, she didn't. And I'm friends with Kimberly Guilfoyle.
As am I.
She follows me on Instagram.
I worked with her for years.
I'm friends with her brother,
yes,
Tony, whom runs Celsius, the drink. Love the family. Those people came from immigrant parents, and they are successful. They're hardworking people. They're nice. I mean, they're from San Francisco. They're great. I
love Kimberly Guilfoyle. I mean, she was awesome. She was my coworker for years, and I always respected her. I always thought she was one of the smartest, best performers on the 5
Yeah.
and on the noon show, whatever the hell it was called. And I like her because she didn't hold back. She was honest and forthright and opinionated, but smart.
And she was dating Gavin Newsom. Or married to Gavin Newsom. She was married to Gavin Newsom. Now she's with this Trump. She must have a magic vagina.
Ooh.
I mean, this chick goes like high, like right. I mean, she must have something.
She must.
She must.
I don't know, but
you know what she
apparently-
doesn't have?
What?
She doesn't have the height as these girls do. That's what she doesn't have.
So you said when you saw the picture.
Let's look at this picture.
Okay.
Okay, I can tell you why.
Okay.
You see
There she
all these blondes, all the same height.
Tall, blonde hair.
long blonde hair, all dressed in Easter egg attire.
Easter egg attire.
Easter egg attire. It looks like they're all in Easter egg attire.
Yeah.
For Sunday's
What's going on
best.
with those sleeves with what's his
Laura?
Yeah. I don't see her hands.
Yeah, she looks like that looks ridiculous. Now that I'm looking at it.
How do you eat in that dress?
She looks that looks stupid. But then you have Kimberly over here that looks like she just came out of 4 weddings and a funeral.
Tiffany looks pretty.
She does look pretty.
She looks a lot like her mom.
Marla Maples?
Yeah, isn't that her mom?
Yeah, that's her mom. Yeah.
So then you have Kimberly on the end there. It looks like she's wearing bat wings.
She looks like she went to 4 weddings and a funeral.
And I feel bad that saying that or laughing at
I'm
that,
not
but
gonna lie.
she does. I can see why. It's
I can
like
see
it
why
doesn't.
she doesn't fit the.
It's like,
she kind
what
of crushes
doesn't
it.
What does that sound like? Which of these things do not fit? Or what?
It's like, like when you have when you have a wedding, you have all these thick, skinny girls in there, and then you have one fat one. And you're like, oh God.
There's always that one.
There was always that one. Not that Kimberly's fat.
No, she's not.
She's
and
tiny.
not that there's anything wrong with fat people.
And there's
We
nothing
love
wrong with fat people.
every
Not fat
weight,
shaming. We
size.
love every size, shape, form,
There's
whatever.
no good or bad.
I've been fat.
I'm fat right now.
I'm just saying, I'm fat too. Like, whatever. Not fat shaming. But, when you see those pictures, there's always that one awkward
So you're saying that
person.
this is that one.
Yeah.
And if you slice her off the photo, which someone did,
I will be
Then-
Ivanka, and then voila, you got
then
that.
you have that.
Bam!
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Well, so the Daily Mail says that Ivanka corrected her faux pas by resharing the same photo, but with Guilfoyle this time, included in the snap. A source close to Ivanka told DailyMail.com that it was a terrible mistake, and the very close pair really have a wonderful relationship. Ivanka did not delete or edit the original Instagram post,
She's a liar.
but posted the original photo on her stories 4 hours later.
She cut it out. Just come honest.
So-
You know what she should have said? I didn't want the short-looking troll with us tall-looking blondes.
Kimberly, we love you.
No, we
I
love
don't
you,
think you're
Kimberly.
a troll at all.
I don't think you're a troll.
The question
I'm
is,
joking.
do you
I'm
think,
kidding.
like Bridget Jones' Diary, they played a trick on her, told her everyone was wearing black, and then she shows up with the
I
only one in a
told Rick
black
that
dress?
last. Remember on Bridget Jones' Diary when they
Where
told
she's
her
in the
and
bunny
and she's in
costume?
the Playboy bunny costume and she feels like an idiot.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't get the memo.
Perhaps.
But you know what? You don't have to get a memo because who wears black to a wedding, especially in Palm Beach where it's warm and hot?
Like the men wear black tuxedos.
A black is meant for a funeral.
Well, they asked
I mean,
the
even though
Daily
I
Mail.
wore black for my wedding.
Yeah, we wore black for our
But I
wedding.
did that because I've
Because
been
we
married.
don't-
This is my
It
third
was our
marriage.
wedding, but all the guests wore white. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. Should I throw in a wedding photo right there so people can see what we look like on our wedding?
Yeah, everyone was wearing white. And
Yeah. So they asked an etiquette expert about this. And the expert said, in many instances, especially here in the United States, wearing black to a wedding has been seen as a fashion faux pas because typically the color black is associated with mourning. That's
what I said.
Wedding etiquette expert Elaine Swan. Wedding
What makes
etiquette
her an
expert.
expert?
I was thinking the same thing. If you have a wedding etiquette question, you should reach out to Elaine Swan because she is a wedding etiquette expert.
Well, you can just come to me. I'll tell you exactly what to do.
But she added the color was gaining acceptance among modern brides. It is absolutely acceptable for a female to wear a black dress to a wedding. Always avoid wearing anything that's too low cut, too short, or too tight.
Don't wear what I want to wear. Shut up. Elaine Swan. No, but honestly, this is like royalty, you know?
This is a very long smash, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you know, next to our royalty, like looking at these women, they're all gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're all rich. They're all, you know, part of the presidential. These people are royalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even people don't think so. But, you know, I would, if I was Kimberly, I would have said, what is everybody wearing?
Yeah.
What are you guys wearing?
That's
what does
why
your
I
dresses
asked,
look like?
is she not in the inner circle? Like, we saw her at Jesse Waters' wedding with all the Trump kids.
Yeah, they were tight.
They seemed like they were.
Yeah, they all left together. Like there was like hot stuff. Remember?
Yeah, but why?
They walked in there and they went.
Yeah.
And then they like.
They had like a
"Hi,"
helicopter
and then
waiting
a
or
helicopter
something.
waiting there.
Yeah, I think they did have a helicopter.
They had a
waiting.
helicopter.
It shot for them back
They
to Palm Beach.
back to Palm Beach, and we were in Naples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that someone would have given her a heads up. This is what we're wearing.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they don't like her. But how do you not like that girl? She's a nice person.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to leave it there. We hope you have a smash-tastic day. And we hope you had no problem finding the smash today.
Yeah. So you guys take care. And peace and chicken grease.
Oh, well, you know what we didn't tell you? We did say something about Patreon.
Oh, yeah. On our Patreon.
Oh, and thank you for subscribing if you haven't yet. Please do.
On our Patreon, we have a makeup tutorial.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that. Because we did the show twice, it's hard to remember what we said and
Yeah,
didn't say.
exactly. Because we had technical difficulties. And then Rick's showing how to put a garbage disposal together for the men.
Yeah. Check it out.
All right, check it out.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.